Hi guys and welcome back to Let's Play Dead State Reanimated. We are at the... I'm not sure what the map is called. The graveyard. Manar graveyard. This map is small and mostly empty. There is a church. So let's take a look inside with Vic, who knows how to pick locks, and he can also take point. Appears to be empty. So we'll just take all the stuff. Well, let's check if there are no undead inside. Nathan. Doesn't seem to be armed. Let's talk to Nathan. Hi, don't be alarmed, I'm not going to do anything, okay? Okay, so this might sound crazy, but I'm just happy to see another face around here. Likewise, and I'm happy to not be looking at another dead one. Who are you and how many people are with you? Well, like I said, it's just me here. Man, it's been weeks since I've run into another human being. I think it's the graveyard that scares them off, or maybe the church. For a while I felt like the last man on earth. So, this your church? Me? No. Up until recently, I hadn't been in the church since I was in grade school. But it's out of the way, secure, and they had food stockpiled in the donation boxes. So it was as good as anywhere, I guess. The shape my car was in, I was fortunate to even find a place like this. This town was abandoned when I got here. I don't know where everyone went. Shelter maybe. I didn't even think people lived out here. I just got lost. Car had problems and I managed to find this town. Tell you the truth, it's been kind of eerie. All these empty buildings and streets. I'm not even from Texas. Wound up here by a string of bad luck. Really didn't want to die in a place like this. You haven't seen anybody, not even looters. Not much to loot, I guess. There's only a few stores left on the main streets. And most of them were pretty empty to begin with. Thought I saw some people once. Then I learned not to yell out anymore. So, what's your story? Have you been hiding out, or is this my lucky day and you're in search of a... or you're part of a search party? I'm passing through. Sorry, I wish I had better news for you. Yeah, we can maybe recruit this guy, but food situation is not that great. And this will be another mouth to feed, so... Actually, I'm looking for food. Now that I know you're alone, kindly hand it over. Oh, I'll do this the hard way. Well, getting new allies is good for morale, so kind of. I'm from a shelter in Splendid. You're interested in getting out of here? For real? You'll take me with you? I hope this isn't a dream again. I don't know where the hell Splendid is, but it already sounds like a nicer plan than this. Let's get out of here. Man, that feels good to say. Anything worth taking with us in town? I picked this place pretty clean and there wasn't much to begin with. Got a few supplies left here, but that's about it. I don't mind sharing. You know what? Got caught up in a moment there. You don't even know my name. Name's Nathan Harris. It's good to meet you. Right, good to meet you too, Nathan. Follow me. So, another survivor. Useful, hopefully. And decent amount of stuff. That's it for the church and for this area. Place was pretty much empty according to Nathan. And there are no other buildings that can be accessed, so I think it's time to head back to the shelter. It's kind of late. p.m. Should be back before 8, I think. Special items, food, decent, but I think we are using 40 a day now. 5 gallons of fuel, antibiotics and a data item. Everybody seems to be not working, so I guess the well is done. Nathan, the new guy, has survival, melee, ranged 2, negotiation. So, somewhat useful, I guess. Mechanical 2. Not someone who is the first choice for the away team. So, is there anything we can build? For the watchtower, we need more parts. Nothing needs repairing. And I think Anita has the highest mechanical skill. Davis also 4. Max available tomorrow. Well, tomorrow 8 o'clock. Still cannot make anything because we need the workshop. Yeah, let's not spend any fuel. So there are no jobs available. Let's maybe try to find Nathan. You need something. Anything that will improve your mood. Maybe some real coffee beans. and a cigar maybe. See what I can find. Does he have any suggestions about the shelter? I'd appreciate a quiet place to relax, maybe get a card game going. I don't mind a hard day's work, but sometimes it really helps to unwind. If I can forget where I am and what's out there for even a second, that would go a long way. Alright, we'll take it under consideration. What was it like on the road before you got stranded? For most of the northwest it wasn't too bad. Got worse on day 3 in New Mexico. Once I got to the Texas border, I kept running into detours and traffic jams until I didn't really know where I was. I heard most bridges were clogged. I saw a lot of crashes, emergency vehicles, cops and soldiers out in some areas. Wasn't until I was a week out when I saw my first corpse, or maybe I just hadn't registered them before. Wish I had paid attention to the news, but I didn't even have the radio on most of the time, and now I'm stuck here. All for a deal on a boat, isn't that something? So, what are your specific skills, Nathan? You mean professionally? Well, sorry to say I'm not an engineer or doctor, because that would be helpful. I'm in real estate, good with people, good at selling houses to people. Yeah, that's really useful. When the work week's over, I'd like to be outdoors. That's the survival skill. Fishing, boating, working on the yard. Man, I miss the Northwest. Of all the places to be stranded in, it had to be Texas. When this is all over, I'll never stepping foot out of Washington again. Yeah, talk to you later, Nathan. Elaine still unhappy. I guess we are being punished for making her a combat character. Vic, okay, so he could use a bourbon. Nathan could use a, what was it? I just asked him and I already forgot. Well, let's get Vic his bourbon. And Renee maybe the rechargeable batteries. Also drop the stuff. Yeah, let's keep the camo paints. Bunch of weapons. And Bud probably will not go out into the field again, because he is a lousy shot. We found a hunting rifle. Nerve gas. Yeah, we have 2 bullets for the hunting rifle. Police shotgun might be very good though. It is a heavy. The range on this is 5. The range on the 9mm is 7. Plenty of ammo. Let's just keep the 9mm on Vic. Maybe give the shotgun to Doug. And let Bud do something else. Let's maybe use him as a backup character. Something like that. Right, bourbon. For Vic. And Nathan, what did he want? Right, coffee. Now I remember, which we do not have. And a cigar, I think it was. Right, Vic, here's your bourbon. Thank you kindly. A little bit of this and a cigarette, and it doesn't matter how shitty my day was. Well, you're welcome, Vic. See you later. Here's a cigar, Nathan. Enjoy it. Check the radio. I already sold this. And maybe talk to Elaine. Try to find out if she wants anything to improve her mood. I'm listening. Are you feeling better? Yes. You cannot get, or you cannot select. Are you sure? Doesn't do anything. Well, I should go, Elaine. Maybe you will lighten up later. There is still time to the day, but nothing we can actually do, so I'll end day 8. We are using almost 50 food a day. Wow. A definite priority. Morale changed for the better. Thanks to the allies gained 2. Nathan and I'm not sure. We have plenty of fuel. Yeah, food is the critical thing to get today. Good morning, John. I want to ask your opinion on a little project I was thinking about adding to the shelter. It's not much, but I hope it helps morale here. After hearing about Sheriff Reinhardt's death, I felt like his sacrifice needed to be remembered. Not just him, but so many people have been lost. And we don't exactly have the ability to visit a grave anymore to pay our respects. I was thinking of setting aside an area in the shelter to use as a memorial wall. A place to remember lost loved ones, so we know their memory continues on. And if one of us falls, I'll make sure they are remembered there as well. Fine, do what you want, I'm okay with it. Okay, but who will update the thing? Let's go with Reinhardt saved my life. I'll be glad to have a way for him to be remembered. Thank you. I know the sheriff was a good man and he worked hard to get everyone off that plane. Also know he wouldn't have wanted to burden you with the leadership of this place, but he would be proud that you stepped up to handle it. I'm slightly worried some people might find it a little grim. I don't believe so. My father was a pastor, and while I don't hold to all the beliefs he had, he taught me a great deal about dealing with loss when a member of the church lost someone, or they passed on, or even when my mother died. He dealt with loss as calmly as he could. So many people deal with loss as a kind of rage that burns through them and leaves nothing left. They run away from any reminder of death, not even their loved one, and think that will bring them peace, but in reality it disconnects them from everything living. My father helped teach me that although we shouldn't shackle ourselves to the past, having a visible memory of people we've lost brings them closer to us and reminds us that when our time comes we won't be forgotten. Okay, it still might be morbid to some, but if you're willing to handle that, okay. I understand that. Thanks for doing this, Davis. Thanks for supporting me on this. I'll do what I can to get something started right away. And once it's up, you should check back now and then to see what people have written. Some may take longer to deal with their losses than others. I think knowing that you stopped by to understand their loss may help as well. Well, I'll make a note of that. Thanks again. The man we found by the gate, he's waking up. That would be Max. What am I doing here? You're safe. We found you passed out by the front gate. I found an ID in your clothes. Your name is Max, is that correct? Don't say that name. Okay, is it okay if I use your last name, Getz? Is that how you say it? It doesn't matter. How are you feeling, Max? Or Getz? I shouldn't be here. Look, it's obvious you have something eating at you. Talk to me. I was weak. I can move again now. There are so many more out there. What, the dead? You're going to take them on alone? There's nothing else left for me. Maybe a few days here would change your mind. I can't stay in a school. The sensation to get back out there, it's constant. I don't expect you to understand. Why the school? You mentioned it when we found you. Don't bring it up ever again. Fine. Look, we could use all the help we can get. Think about it while you heal up. We've all been through the same shit. Deal with it. Fine, go if you want. I don't care. Well, I guess we want this guy to help us. So, fine. Look, we could use all the help we could get. Think about it while you heal up. Looks like he passed out again. I guess if he's still around tomorrow, we'll have an answer. I guess keep an eye on him, Davis. See you later. So Getz, I think he was available at 8 PM according to the job board. Well, he is actually available today. And yesterday we found Nathan. And because the summary of the day said 2 new allies, I think we only found Nathan. So not sure who. Maybe Max, because he was actually available and not unconscious or sick. Unfortunately, we cannot build anything because we lack the materials. And we can extend the vent strength to 150. Vents right now is at 100. Watchtower, we need 10 more parts. We need something to increase food. Rooftop garden. We can make a rooftop garden if we have someone with survival skill. This provides 20 food once a week. That's not really a whole lot, but it helps. And for this we need first to create the rooftop garden. Alright. Well, I think Nathan has the required skill for that. Survival 5. And he has 4. But can actually build the rooftop garden. It will consume all the parts we have, but I think food is a priority. Wow! An insane amount of time. $60 hours. Let's keep Vic in the party. Elaine, I guess. Fortunately, a lot of guys can help. Max. I guess you can also help. So the party will consist of Doug, Vic and Elaine. Joel, help with the rooftop garden. Davis, 18 hours, so we still cannot finish it in one day. Well, alright, it is what it is. Let's equip the away team. Mostly Doug needs equipment. This is fine. Doug needs armor. Pair of sneakers. Let's give him the police shotgun. Hunting rifle is better. Excellent range, but we don't have enough ammunition for that. And I bet for the undead. Keep the stupor axe for more accuracy. Pseudonym can be stored. Camo paint. Not sure how to use that. It will give us dodge. Alright. Check that out later. Vic is 20 rounds left. Can always... Well, she also has a 9mm. Let's maybe give her the lever action rifle. She also has the flare gun, and Vic can get some more ammunition. So away team ready, I guess. The rest of the guys are building a rooftop garden. We still can check the radio, and of course really need to do that, the data system. Let's maybe check that at the end of this day. Today I'm introducing a feature called Things I Miss, in which I talk about things I miss from what seems like years ago. Do you remember aimless web surfing? Man, I miss that. Just logging on, looking at the web links, updating your status. Here's a confession, I still try to log on every single morning and evening, hoping to get even the weakest connection. And I'd like to say I miss knowing how people are and about the world, but I have the sinking suspicion that no new music is being created anymore. And I think that's what troubles me the most. I mean, think about it, there are no musicians finding each other, no new songs being rehearsed, no singles generating buzz on the blogs, no live shows to see. I lived for that stuff and it's not there anymore. It's not going to be there tomorrow or the next day. All that energy and excitement and anticipation is just, well, it's like you hit your web cache, right? And there's music site from a few weeks ago, and even though there were problems back then, that site was exploding with reviews, new singles, tour dates, and you just look at it now, it's frozen, stale, It's a baby in formaldehyde. And that fandom, electricity, all those new flavors are locked in that last day of your favorite website. It's... You know what? I'm boring you. I'm telling you things you already know. You listen to me to escape that. I'm still here and I can still keep the music playing. Alright then. Lane, I think his name was. So a bit of flavor text, but nothing concrete. Max. Can have a quick chat with him. What? Anything that could improve your mood? Sleeping pills? I think Max's mood needs improving. And Elaine, of course. But I don't know how, because the game is punishing me for making her a combat character. Max is okay, alright. Well, let's get him the sleeping pills. I think I told Max to help with the garden. Let's quickly check. Max, rooftop garden. Right. He's helping in spirit, I guess, while waiting outside the school. Here's some sleeping pills, Max. Thanks, you're welcome. See you later. And I'll also talk to Max later. Right now we are ready to go, but episode is also already pretty long, so I'll make a cut here. For now, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.